Today, we're unpacking the reality behind the world's most trusted car brand in 2026. You know, if you've ever asked literally anyone for car advice, you've probably heard the exact same three words: just buy a Toyota. But why? What is it about this specific brand that holds such a tight grip on the market? And more importantly, is that reputation still deserved today? Well, we're going to look at the hard facts, the honest trade-offs, and figure out exactly what the landscape looks like right now. But before we get into the models and the math, let's just start with a pretty bold truth. Toyota is the most boring car brand on the planet. Seriously, there's no flashy tech, there are no wild designs. You're getting absolutely zero bragging rights at a fancy dinner party when you say, "I just bought a sensible sedan." And yet millions of people trust this brand with their life savings. So here's the question nobody's honestly answering. Should you buy one, or is that famous reliability reputation just clever marketing from 20 years ago? By the end of this explainer, you'll know exactly who should buy a Toyota, who absolutely shouldn't, and which models are actually worth your money in 2026. So here's our roadmap for day. First, we'll dive into the Toyota reputation, then the honest downsides, which models are worth it, and finally, the final verdict. All right, section 1, the Toyota reputation. Let's look at exactly why everyone recommends it. 200,000. That's a huge number, right? Well, Toyota engines and transmissions are famous for lasting well past 200,000 miles with just basic maintenance. And this isn't some campfire myth among car enthusiasts. This data shows up year after year in independent reliability surveys. When you buy a car, you want it to start every single morning. And this number represents the absolute peace of mind that it actually will. And that 200,000-mile mark, it brings us directly to the 4 pillars of their reputation. First up, bulletproof reliability. Second, unbeatable resale value. Seriously, a 3-year-old Toyota loses less value than almost any other mainstream brand. That means when you go to sell it, you're losing less money than you would with a Honda, a Ford, or almost anything German. Third, cheap running costs. The parts are cheap, mechanics everywhere know exactly how to fix them, and your insurance tends to be lower because the repair costs are just so predictable. Finally, pioneering hybrid technology. Toyota basically invented the mass-market hybrid with the Prius, and now that tech is in almost every model, giving you serious fuel savings without the range anxiety of a full EV. So on paper, it sounds like an absolute no-brainer. Moving on to section 2, the honest downsides. Because, let's be real, a great paper resume is really only half the story. Here is what the just buy a Toyota crowd won't tell you. These trade-offs are the direct result of their intense focus on reliability. First, they are boring to drive. Steering feel, throttle response, driving excitement. Toyota prioritizes comfort and predictability way over fun. Second, the infotainment has historically lagged. Older Toyota touchscreens literally felt like they were borrowed straight out of 2015. Newer models have improved a lot, sure, but it's really worth checking the exact trim and year before assuming it's modern. Third is the notorious Toyota tax. Because demand is so sky-high, dealers often have zero room to negotiate. You are paying sticker price while the Kia dealership down the street is begging to make a deal. Finally, unexciting base trim value. A base trim Corolla with cloth seats and few features can feel like you're paying purely for the badge rather than the actual equipment. It's the core dilemma, right here. Toyota represents extreme comfort and predictability. But if you actually enjoy the physical act of driving, if you care about steering feel and how a car responds when you put your foot down, competitors like Mazda or Honda are going to offer you a vehicle that feels much more alive for a very similar price. Okay, section 3. Which models are worth it? Let's apply these concepts directly to the 2026 lineup, because Toyota isn't just one car, it's a massive range with vastly different value propositions. First up, we have the Corolla. This is the ultimate first car or budget-conscious buy. It's an excellent daily commuter offering that bulletproof reliability we talked about, but again, it's not thrilling. It is purely designed to get you from point A to point B cheaply for years on end. Next is the Camry. Honestly, it remains one of the best all-around family sedans on the market. The Camry Hybrid especially offers a wonderfully smooth ride, strong fuel economy, and it holds its resale value incredibly well. Then there's the RAV4. I'd argue this is Toyota's smartest product right now. It just hits the sweet spot with a practical size, excellent hybrid efficiency, and there's a very good reason it's consistently one of the best-selling SUVs available today. For those of you needing a truck, the Tacoma is rugged, dependable, and it holds its value like nothing else in the truck world. But a quick warning here, the Toyota tax is very real on this one. You will definitely pay a premium for a mid-sized Tacoma compared to its competitors. Finally, the heavy hitters, the Land Cruiser and the 4Runner. These are built for serious, rugged off-road durability.
But honestly, they are massive overkill if you're just doing city driving. So wrapping this up, if low running costs are your absolute top priority, the Camry and RAV4 hybrids are tough to beat right now. But thrill seekers, you should definitely look elsewhere.
Which brings us to Section 4, the final verdict. Should you actually buy one? Here is the honest, no-nonsense breakdown. Buy a Toyota if you want the lowest long-term ownership cost. You plan to keep the car for 5+ years, you value predictability over excitement, or you drive a ton of miles and want fuel efficiency without going full electric. On the flip side, do not buy a Toyota if you love driving just for the sake of driving. You want the absolute most cutting-edge tech and gadgets. You want maximum negotiating power at the dealership. Or you want a car that turns heads. You are explicitly trading excitement and dealership leverage for unparalleled reliability. Because the truth is, Toyota isn't the best car for everyone. It's the safest choice for most people, and there's a big difference between those two things. Don't blindly buy a Toyota just because everyone else tells you to. Buy one because you've actually weighed what you're trading away for exactly what you're gaining. Absolute peace of mind. I really hope this breakdown helped bring some clarity to your car shopping journey. If this explainer helped you, make sure to hit that subscribe button and jump into the comments to let me know which Toyota model you're considering so I can help you figure out if it's the right pick. But I want to leave you with this final thought. As the automotive industry races toward building self-driving six-figure computers on wheels, is the ultimate modern luxury actually just a boring, sensible car that starts every single time? Thanks for learning with me, and I'll see you in the next explainer.